Good morning. I hope everyone rested well. Continually allow your light to shine, be blessed, and be a blessing. Have you ever heard someone say, God told me? Did you want to ask them? But how did God tell you? How did you know it was God speaking to you? You wanted to ask, but you did not want them to know that you were not familiar with the voice of the Lord. So you kept your mouth shut, all the while longing to know how to have such an intimate relationship with God as to have Him speak to you. I understand. I have been there. Now, here is a promise from God for every child of God. And in your ears will hear a word behind you. This is the way. Walk in it. Isaiah 30:21. If you are like me, you want to know His will. You long to walk in His way. But how can you know that this is God's way? Learning to distinguish God's voice takes time and practice. Elijah wanted to hear what God had to say to him. He was depressed, afraid for his life, and apparently he was exhausted. As he sought to hear God's word, a great and powerful wind tore the mountains apart and shattered the rocks before the Lord. But the Lord was not in the wind. After the wind, there was an earthquake, but the Lord was not in the earthquake. After the earthquake came a fire, but the Lord was not in the fire. And after the fire came a gentle whisper. 1 Kings 19:11-12. God usually speaks in a still, small voice, in words not audible, but in conversations of the soul, in word thoughts. The secret of hearing God's voice is getting to know God's voice. Then, when conversations of the soul take place, you will learn to distinguish His voice from your own voice or the voice of the enemy. How can you learn to distinguish God's voice? First, you need to take time to be still before Him, to know that He is God. Then, tell God that you want to be led by His Spirit, to commune with Him, to hear so that you might obey. And remember, beloved, when God speaks, He will never speak contrary to His written word, and your ears will hear a word behind you. This is the way. Walk in it. I don't know if some of you have ever been in the presence of God to even hear Him speak to you, but I have, and I know His voice among any other voice. So you need to be in a place, in a commune with Him, so you will be able to distinguish His voice from any other voice, because God is not going to tell you anything wrong. He's not going to give you misinformation. So if you find yourself making a decision and later on you find that it was the incorrect information or the wrong information, then you know that was not from Him. That was your own doing, your own thinking, your own guidance, or just hearing the utter chitter chatter of someone else giving you misinformation. Just know that God will direct your path. He will direct the right way and not the wrong way. Just be in agreement. Just get to a place where you can be able to distinguish His voice from any other voice. With that being said, continually allow your light to shine, be blessed, and be a blessing. Continue to help others along the way. Hello, Lindella. How are you this morning? And good morning, Rosalind. I hope you ladies are doing well this morning. Allow that light to shine. Be a joyous beam in someone else's life on this particular day, just on each and every day. Go in with a smile. Be joyous. Be happy. Be content, and just know that God is with you no matter where you are and what you are doing. With that being said, everyone, allow your light to shine and continually be blessed and be a blessing. Everyone have a wonderful day today. Today is a special day. It's the day that God made, another day. So just do what you possibly can to bring joy not only to your own life, but to someone else's as well. Everyone be blessed and have a wonderful day.